When we think of planets with rings, Saturn usually comes to mind. But somewhere out in deep space, there's a world that makes Saturn look like a pebble beside a giant. This planet is J1407b, and it doesn't just have rings. It has the biggest ring system ever discovered in the known universe. We're talking about rings so enormous, they stretch out over 180 million kilometers. That's almost 200 times wider than Saturn's rings. In fact, they're so large that the planet itself is almost impossible to see behind them. These rings are made of billions of fragments, ice, rock, and debris, likely remnants of ancient collisions or moons that never formed. If this ring system were wrapped around Saturn, it would be visible from Earth with the naked eye, shining brighter than our moon. But here's the truly wild part. We only discovered this planet because its massive rings blocked the light from its star as it passed by. To astronomers, it looked like a strange, flickering eclipse, and when they studied it more closely, they realized what was happening. Imagine an eclipse not from a planet, but from the planet's rings. That's how large they are. Even more mysterious is why this planet developed such a ring system in the first place. Most planets collect moons over time, but J407b seems to have gone a different route, gathering debris into this colossal halo instead. Scientists still don't know how stable the rings are, or whether they'll last. Some believe they might eventually come together to form moons, while others think the rings could dissipate over millions of years. Either way, what we're seeing is something unique, a planetary system in the middle of an evolution we've never witnessed before. J407b is about 430 light-years away from Earth, and though we'll probably never see it up close, it challenges everything we thought we knew about how planets form. And it's only the beginning. Because out in the cosmos, strange doesn't even begin to describe what comes next. If you think Earth is extreme, wait until you hear about some of the planets we've discovered out there. Imagine a world that's so close to its star, it completes an entire orbit in just 20 hours. That's less than a single Earth day. This planet, a gas giant like Jupiter, is scorched by its nearby sun to the point where its atmosphere glows. Surface temperatures reach over 4,600 dC, hot enough to vaporize metals. Its atmosphere is literally burning off into space, trailing clouds of hydrogen and oxygen behind it like a tail of smoke from a dying world. And yet, this isn't even the strangest part. Travel a little farther and you'll find a completely different nightmare, a planet locked in eternal frost. GJ132c is just 16 light-years away, making it one of the closest potentially habitable worlds to Earth. But habitable is a stretch. Beneath its thick orange clouds lies a desolate landscape of windswept plains and freezing temperatures hovering around 148 degrees Celsius. From orbit, it might look peaceful, but below the surface is a world of methane lakes and rivers. That's right, rivers not of water, but of methane, a substance that would be instantly lethal to us. These rivers snake through vast deserts, carving valleys across alien terrain. It's eerily beautiful and incredibly hostile. In fact, the only other place we've seen something similar is Titan, one of Saturn's moons, which has seas of liquid methane. And just when you think it can't get any weirder, there's a planet that resembles an egg. Yes, an egg. This gas giant orbits so close to its star that it's literally being stretched by gravitational forces, giving it an oval shape. One side is constantly facing the star, locked in permanent daylight and roasting like the surface of a grill, while the other remains frozen in darkness. It's also the darkest planet ever found, absorbing nearly all the light that hits it. Scientists say it reflects less light than charcoal. A planet that glows from heat, another covered in rivers of toxic gas, and one shaped like breakfast food. Space doesn't just bend the rules of physics, it rewrites the book entirely. And believe it or not, the next worlds on our journey are even stranger, because they might be eerily similar to Earth, but not in ways you'd expect. As we continue our journey through the cosmos, we come across worlds that on the surface seem promising. Planets that orbit within their stars, habitable zones, where temperatures might allow for liquid water. Take Kepler 186f, for example. It was the first Earth-sized planet ever discovered in the so-called Goldilocks zone. Not too hot, not too cold. But when astronomers studied it more closely, things didn't look so hopeful. Its surface is dry, scarred by ancient meteor impacts, and wrapped in a rusty red atmosphere. Massive dust storms sweep across endless deserts, and though the planet lies in the right zone for life, it's been locked in tidal synchronization, meaning one side always faces the star, burning under constant daylight, while the other is cloaked in freezing darkness. Then there's TRAPPIST-1e, part of a planetary system that excited scientists around the world. With multiple rocky planets orbiting a cool red dwarf, it seemed like a mini solar system, a second chance at Earth. But again, looks were deceiving. Many of the TRAPPIST planets are likely covered in ice or scorched by radiation thanks to their stars' intense flares. TRAPPIST-1e may be the most Earth-like among them, but even it endures intense climate swings and may lack the protective magnetic field needed to shield any fragile life. And finally, there's the strangest one of all, HR 5183b. At first glance, it's just a gas giant with a faint ring. But what makes it stand out is how it moves. This planet doesn't orbit its star in a neat circle. Instead, it swings in wide, unpredictable loops, hurtling in and out like a cosmic slingshot. Sometimes it freezes far from its star, other times it rushes in close, baking in the heat. No other planet moves quite like it. Scientists are baffled. Did a nearby planet throw it off course? Was it caught in a dance with another star? We don't know. And maybe that's the point. These planets remind us that the universe is not just vast, it's wildly creative. It builds worlds from fire and gas, from ice and rock, from dreams and nightmares. And somewhere out there, maybe there really is a second Earth. Or maybe the strangest planet of all is the one we're standing on right now. Either way, the search continues. Because in space, the next discovery is always stranger than the last.